Today we will display how to make use of Splunk Observability Cloud and set up Opentelemetry demo on EKS cluster and send its metrics and trace related data into Splunk Observability Cloud. So we'll begin here. So first of all, we need to generate a token in Splunk Observability Cloud. So I am inside Splunk Observability Cloud. I'll go to settings and access tokens. Here I need to create a new token. I'll give open telemetry demo. I'll select ingest token and API token. I'll accept the roles, accept the conditions, and we'll create the token. So now the token is created, open telemetry demo. Now what we have to do is we need to uh, go to the to here to the home page and click on add integrations because we have to integrate Kubernetes here. We'll search for that. Kubernetes, and it will tell what all is required. Click on next. So platform is Kubernetes. Environment will put lab environment. I'll put my cluster name. So I have EKS cluster in AWS. I'll copy that and I'll put that name, EKS cluster name. Provider is AWS and distributor is Amazon EKS. So that's it. I'll click on next. So it has created some commands that will be used to install OpenTelemetry collector for Kubernetes. So I'll copy that and I have connection to my EKS cluster. So it is connected to my EKS cluster. So I'll run this command. Okay, so this repo I had added some time back, so it is already there, not a worry. So it is about from where we need to download the Helm chart. So this is the second command, Helm update. So it has updated it. The next is about installing the collector. So whatever configuration we have put in previous steps, it has added to the command here. I'll just copy it and will paste here. So it will start installing the collector. So collector installed and configured. Now let's see what the pods are showing. kubectl get pods. So we can see that OpenTelemetry collector, Splunk OpenTelemetry collector is installed. Now we need to install our OpenTelemetry demo application. So before that, let's check if some stuff has started to come. So we can see the items or metric data is already coming up. So I'll now switch to how to uh, install the OpenTelemetry basically demo. So this is steps. This is a Splunk documentation. So I will clone OpenTelemetry demo folder from the Git. So it's pasted here. So it's cloning that. Once it is copied, I'll go to that folder and I will create a namespace, hotel demo, and within that demo only, I will apply my OpenTelemetry demo.yaml file. So this is applied. Now we should be able to see the services coming up into our observability cloud. So we see that data points has already started coming up. So I'll just explore the metric data. So this is telling about the infrastructure. Whatever pods are created, its name are coming up. Some pods have failed as well, it seems. The Grafana pod has failed. So it is showing the infrastructure, how the pods are created in two different nodes that we have. So very nicely it is showing up all the pods. Some pods are in pending phase and some are running. So the ones which are grayed out are running, yellow are in pending phase, and red is the one which is failed. So very nicely it is showing how the pods are coming up. This is very nice interface. So this is telling about the infrastructure of Kubernetes node. Kubernetes workloads are also there. So it's telling about the file system usage and network transfers. It's showing the deployments. So OpenTelemetry collector is in default namespace and other application pods are running in OpenTelemetry demo. Very nicely it is showing all the infrastructure. And if I go to APM now, it's showing me the services and the alerts if there are some. So it is showing all the services, their latencies. So latencies graphs are getting started to be plotted, and request and error. Right now there are no errors. Requests are there. So this is the lab environment that we are talking about. And the development environment. So the configuration file that is there has development environment mentioned in that. Some business workflows are also there. Okay, right now it's not there. So services are showing up and we can go to explore. So seems it will take some time to load. Okay. So you can see 7 services it is showing. four inferred services are there, and two database services are there. And we can scroll in and scroll out, and it shows very nice view that what is the latencies in between. The pop-up also comes up if I point to that connection. So this is connection from front-end proxy to front-end, and it shows the number of requests, number of errors, and latencies as well. This is if I go to particular service, it tells about its request errors, latencies, and root causes. So the red color is actually showing some errors, it seems. So all the services are showing up. So APM is very strong to identify where exactly issues are happening within the service. So data is already flowing in. It is showing services by latency. So we can see the front-end proxy service has quite high latency in the beginning. So it was 1.77. If I hover over it, the values at the right side is changing, and it is showing probably the current latencies. So very nicely we can see how different services are performing. If I click on particular service, that gets selected, and this particular values are coming up. I can click on dependencies, inbound dependencies and outbound dependencies. Can cross that. So this was the overview. I can go back and select other options. We have tag spotlight. I think that's if we add some tags, then it can tell about that. So we have traces as well. I can click on traces, and different trace IDs are there. It is showing the traces and traces with errors. So very nicely it's capturing where the errors are coming. So I can select on these 6 errors and will show. Okay, it's not filtering anything, but yeah, it is showing what is happening. So different filters are there. So I can select the errors only traces. I can click on that particular trace and the trace analyzer will open, and it will show what exactly happened. So here the issue had happened. So we can click on that and see the complete detail. You can see the span performance as well. So let's go back. So this was all about traces. I have opened another trace ID. This trace is ongoing. So it's already going on. So let's probably check some another trace, which might have completed some time back. Okay, it has many services. So let's check this trace. So we can see now here the complete journey. The colors are representative of different services, and there also it tells the performance summary, how much time application took, how much time database took, external time, and network usage. So it's very nicely breaking the trace. Okay, what else? After trace, there is database query performance also. So this is telling how the Redis database is performing, how the queries are happening in that. Okay, nothing in always on profiling. So this is it. Metrics and traces can be explored in APM of Splunk Observability Cloud, and OpenTelemetry demo can be set up by this means. So this was with infrastructure, right? That it is communicating with AWS and Kubernetes. We have two nodes and 30 active workloads. If I click on a node, it is also showing this and this node. This was probably some older. Okay, so one pod is filling, which is Grafana pod. Yeah, thank you for that. So this is how we are able to ingest data into APM of uh, Splunk Observability Cloud via OpenTelemetry demo from Kubernetes.